to my brain. Ain't no sun with the thunder and the rain. Except my son, you will follow in my steps. By breaking marks off and straight moving suckers reps. Expect nothing less than the best when you put an ill state motherfucker to the test.
Ill state crew, ill state assassins, the realest motherfuckers out here.
That's some hardcore motherfuckers trying to get out of shop.
Ill is the state of mind. Ill is the state of mind.
Kicking the real Chicago hip hop.
A crew of motherfuckers that's tight together, you know what I'm saying, like a family.
Freshest shit coming out of Shop. Well, to me, the freshest shit, period.
I mean, the ill ain't no game, but it's like a game to me. So if the whack step, I'll be banging G. I mean, it's strange to me how marks drop and then switch. If the ill was only me, I'd still kill for this bitch. Some dudes are people, some dudes are folks, but the ill just a gang of dope. Leaving mics broke, want the tight rope, cause it's no joke when we step. Yo, I got the 9 for the motherfuckers that straight crept on the ill. Drop the beat, your caps, get your gats, but you still can't fuck with the raps. Just max and do what you're gonna do. Cause can't nothing stop a dope crew when that's what ill is.
Straight Chicago. We don't care if nobody else like it, long as Chicago understand it.
The ill represents Chicago.
And they definitely make sure that you know they are ill everywhere they go.
Keep my hardcore real.
Ill state the crew.
Motherfuckers who don't know about Chicago, they better be up on the shit because motherfuckers gonna drop the bomb on their ass.
You can set streaks while I bust techniques and break backs. It's rare that I rhyme about hoes and max. I make fat ass tracks and got beats by the stack. And only fools let you know if they have the gas to counteract the flack and refrain from the pain. I try not to react to keep it simple and plain. Yo, it was Saturday night and I was feeling kinda funny. You need to leave the rap game if you want quick money. Let's review once more before I'm out the door. If you seduct, then I guess we go into war. Straight hardcore, ill state for life, 1994.
Ain't nobody gonna step up, cause if they do, they gonna get blown out.
We always gonna represent Shop.
And the whole purpose is to develop skill. If you ain't real, you ain't ill.
The hardcore motherfuckers that I know.
ISA to the last day.
Gang of dope MCs.
Ill state assassins, automatic, you know what I'm saying? Be real, we gon' remain. You know, from one group to the next, up ill state assassins, we gon' flex, point blank.
The dopest MCs, producers, DJs, all that, etc. You know what I'm saying? Infinite skills always.
Ill state the crew.
The hardest crew, you know what I'm saying?
For life, Joe, we're moving.
Yeah, 89.3 FM, WNUR. Man, my man Paul from the north side just called up. He said he ain't heard this joint since '95 on NUR. Crazy, risky.
That's what we do.
Man, people are blowing up the phones in all directions tonight.
I am.
ECU obviously clearly have mad mad props going on right now.
That means a lot to me, Joe. You know,
Man.
They're trying to represent for the city for a long time, man, and we got a little cult following going, you know. So the love is appreciated. Everybody, you know, call up, instant message your questions. You know, I'm happy to clarify anything that needs clarification.
Sure.
It's fine.
Feel free to pick up that phone and tell them to hold on real quick, because we obviously can't answer the phone right at this second here. So we're doing the damn thing. Yeah. All right, Risky, what we just hear, man?
All right, ill is. So, okay, so E, let's get started with this.
Go for it.
All right, first thing that I kind of wanted to bring up is, like, a lot of people don't know and don't understand the history of you, maybe.
Okay.
Like, you have a lot of new fans with what you're doing. You've been doing over the last... You've had almost 2 careers, almost.
Yeah, I mean, I am proud to say, you know, that I might be, if not the only artist, one of the few artists in Chicago who have kind of transcended the styles. You know, there's several Chicagos. There's the underground hip hop Chicago. There's the, you know, gangster rap Chicago, and I feel very proud and blessed, you know, to have been a part of both and really in a unique way.
You were a figurehead
you know
in both too. You weren't just a part of it. You were a figurehead in both.
And that means a lot, you know.
You ain't gonna say it, but I'll say it.
Well, I appreciate that, and I mean,
you're a humble cat. You've been a humble cat since day one.
I really, you know, what I try to do is really just take it in stride. You know what I mean? When we was doing the hardcore hip hop thing, a lot of the music that me and Traxter and Twister went on to be known for, it really wasn't, that style was in development, you know. So early on, we were trying to pioneer a Chicago sound. And, you know, even as you can hear in evidence through Ill Is, you know, that song is 14 years old now.
Insane.
And, you know, it's all Chicago representation throughout the whole thing. And this, you know, during that time, it was a little bit unheard of. That wasn't what people were doing. Artists was coming out of Chicago, and Chicago didn't have its own identity.
They were trying to be New York, or they were
you know, or LA, or where, you know, people were just being influenced by the music they liked.
No, it was,
but we were really trying to be influenced by the life we were living.
You were doing Chicago, and not only did we hear EC on the college stations at that time, which were playing Chicago hip hop, but we was hearing it on 950 AM too.
WJPC.
950
that
AM
was 24-hour rap music, you know, in the time when the radio really wasn't playing rap.
And it was
but
rap music.
AM, you know.
And
what
it
I mean?
was rap music. And then it was bought out and turned into 106. But you know what we're gonna get sidetracked? Let's start off from the beginning. Let's talk about the early part of your career and kind of give me a gist of, like, you know,
how it all began.
Okay.
Well, honestly, it actually began probably about 200 feet from where we're sitting right now, in about late 89, early 1990. WNUR had its station in the basement of one of the buildings. I don't even know if the building's still standing.
Annie Mae Swift, rest in peace.
One of these Northwestern University buildings. And I used to listen from the crib on the pole. You know, I was living in East Rogers Park at that time, and I used to listen to you know, who was the DJs at that time? I mean, DJ Dirk V and
some Peely up here doing
Peely Fresh and a good deal of Chicago pioneers, you know. So I listened to it as a fan. Then I began recording, and really, it was a humble start. You know what I mean? I was recording my music just based off of being a fan. I wanted to rap too. It wasn't like it is now, you know. And I don't mean to show my age too much, but I might have been the only dude, maybe one out of 3 or 4 people that even listened to rap music in my school growing up, you know. So everybody liked house music, and you know what I mean. And that's the way it was. That's how it was in Chicago. So I made my little demos out of the crib, you know, and I had the little Casio keyboard, and I was trying to put my thing together. And one day I decided, you know what, I'm calling up, I'm requesting these cats' music, and I'm just gonna take this demo tape up. I'm gonna call them and ask them if they'll be kind enough to let me bring my thing up. And if they feel strongly enough about my tape, you know, maybe I'll get lucky and they'll be willing to play it. So really, you know, we talking about 18 years now, 18, 19 years. And I came up, you know, a little young buck with a little bit of an attitude, and came up and showed him my tape. I was ultra confident, you know what I mean? And DJ Dirk V threw it on.
Yeah.
And he liked it, man. And he was like, yeah, this is good, man. You come back next week, make me some more songs. So it just became a regular thing here on WNUR, you know what I mean?